Monastery Gouverneto. It is situated on a rocky site at an altitude of 260 meters, near the entrance of the Gorge Avlaki, and is built with fortress architecture, and 4 towers with bastions protect its corners. The Gouverneto monastery was built before 1537, as proved by an inscription at the entrance of the fortress. Being one of the oldest monasteries in Crete, it is believed that the monastery was founded by hermits and monks of the seaside Catholico monastery, who may build the new monastery over a pre-existing ancient temple so as to protect themselves from pirate raids. The church of the monastery is dedicated to Virgin Mary, so it is also called Kyriot Angelon, Lady of the Angels Monastery. It has a cruciform shape with a dome, while the entrance is decorated with relief representations of monsters. It was started being built during the Venetian era, but the construction finished 2.5 centuries later, as the Turks invaded Crete and forbid building Christian temples around the church of the monastery, which is located in the center of the courtyard. There are the other buildings of the complex, among them are 50 monk cells in 2 floors, the dining room, a small museum, etc. Also, next to the church there are 2 chapels dedicated to Agii Deca, Saints 10, and Saint John the Hermit. Saint John the Hermit lived in a cave in the Gorge Avlaki, adjacent to the monastery, and is considered as the founder of the monastery. You can walk in Avlaki Gorge by following the stone-paved trail that descends to the sea. After 20 minutes of descent you will meet the Arcao dos Bilio cave, and after a while the ruined monastery Catholico and the Calvinist church of St. John, where the hermit lived. After more 10 minutes, the gorge ends in a narrow rocky fjord with green waters. History in short 10th century. St. John Zenos, or the hermit, lives in a cave in Avlaki Gorge and founds the nearby Catholico monastery. 1027, after his death, many hermits come and live in Catholico monastery. 16th–17th century. Due to the constant pirate raids, the monks abandoned the monastery of Catholico and came to Gouverneto, far from the sea. 1537. The fortress walls of the monastery Gouverneto are built, as proved by the inscription on the lintel of the monastery. 1593, the monk Mitrophanus Facidonus, a former sailor, settles in the monastery and contributes in its prosperity. 1632, the Orthodox Church recognizes St. John Zenos or Hermit as saint. This causes the tremendous growth of the monastery, as the region is linked to the saint. The construction of the main temple starts 1645, during the occupation of Crete by the Turks. The monastery houses 60 monks, but soon the monastery will decline. Later, it becomes Stavropegic, managed directly by Patriarchate, so as ensure its property. 1818. The monastery has 50 monks and 230.000 olive trees at its possession. 1821. During the Great Revolution, the monastery is destroyed by the Turks. 7 monks are slaughtered in their effort to escape to the monastery of Agia Triada. 1831–40. During the period of Egyptian occupation, the monastery flourishes. 1866–69. The abbot Missal acts as intermediary between the rebels and the consular forces of Russia in Greece. 1894, the construction of the temple is completed, 250 years after its start, as the Turks grant license to build a Christian temple. 1935, the monastery is declared preservable. 1941–44, during the German occupation, the Germans install guards and cause severe damages. 2005, extensive restoration works start.